Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It is Monique. Thank you guys so much for being here on Moonmothgoddess Tarot. If you're new, welcome. You may also want to check out my second tarot channel, Neptune's Child Tarot, where I do also have a bunch of other pick your card readings posted for you guys over there as well. I'd love to have you join me over there. So today's pick your card reading is actually a topic that was subscriber requested. And it is specifically for those of you that are in friends with benefits types of connections. I am going to include situationships, okay, with this. I'll right along with it. So yes, friends with benefits, situationships, and we're trying to figure out whether or not this connection will go to the next level, whether or not the person that you are involved with is going to be taking it to the next level. I realize that some of you might already kind of be at a place right now where you've already invested maybe even a greater length of time into this connection with this person, and you might be kind of like at a crossroads with trying to decide whether or not it's worth it for you to continue to invest your time and energy into this connection, or if it should be something that you should pull away from. Okay, so we're going to be trying to figure out, how the person that you're involved with, how they genuinely feel towards you and the connection. What do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? And will they take it to the next level? Basically looking at whether or not they even have plans to. Okay, and then we'll also be closing out each of the piles with some advice from Spirit. Okay, so just kind of leaving it open to see whatever it is that does come through for each of the groups today. So if you're already kind of looking at the groups right now and you kind of feel that you already feel drawn to one of the crystals that are out here, you're more than welcome to skip ahead to the timestamps. They're going to be located in the description box as well as pinned to the comments. But for pile number 1, we are going to do this blue-green fluorite. Blue-green fluorite for group 1. Group 2, we are going to do amethyst. Group 3, we are going to do yellow fluorite. Okay. I also want to say a huge thank you. This deck here, the Everyday Witches Familiars Oracle, was donated to the channel by Diana. Diana, thank you so much for sending in this beautiful deck. And then we also have the Witching Hour Oracle that was donated by Kian or Kyan. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name correctly, so I do apologize if I'm not pronouncing it right. So Kian or Kyan with the Witching Hour, and Diana with the Everyday Witches Familiars. Thank you so much for donating these decks, and we are going to be using them today for our reading. So again, group blue-green fluorite for group 1, amethyst for group 2, and the yellow fluorite for group 3. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi group 1, so those of you that resonated with the blue-green fluorite, this is going to be your reading today. So when I was shuffling out these cards to prepare for this pick your card today, I was connecting and meditating on the energy and just asking Spirit to show me the energy that you do have in your connection with this person. So this is what these oracle cards are going to show in the reading today. We're also going to pull some tarot cards, and then we're going to get a little bit more specific with asking the questions of how this person genuinely feels towards you. What do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? Will they take it to the next level? Do they have plans to? And then we'll also be closing out the reading with getting any additional guidance from Spirit for you with this connection. So again, the oracle cards here are going to show specifically what is the energy in your connection, in your friends with benefits or situationship type of connection with this person. Okay, so we have Strength, card number 35. We have card number 8, the Flirt. We have Invocations, number 31. It says the power of words. And it says, I recognize the power of my words and use them for the good of all. So Invocations. And then we have card number 6, Earth, the Snake. So Earth energy. Perhaps some of you could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is also making me think of Leo energy with the Strength here. Also, we have number 8. And that's an 8 too. That reduces to an 8, number 35. So maybe some Leo energy here. Okay. All right, so let's pull your tarot. And let's see, we're asking Spirit first off the energy in your friends with benefits and situationship type of connection with your person. So Spirit, please show us the energy in group 1's situationship, friends with benefits type of connection with their person. What is the energy in this connection? Okay, so we have the Empress, so Taurus and Libra energy. We also have the 5 of Swords. What is the energy in this connection? We have the Page of Swords. What is the energy in this connection? Okay, so we have Temperance, Sagittarius. We also have the 3 of Pentacles. We also have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's pull one more. We have the Queen of Wands. So fire sign energy here. Also Aries and Leo as well. Okay, so at the bottom of our deck, look at that. We have the Hierophant, and it looks like the Hierophant here is using a spirit board, which is quite interesting because the Hierophant is about commitment, traditional types of commitments, which a situationship and friends with benefits is not traditional. It's not the conventional, right? It's not the norm in terms of connections. So the Hierophant would symbolize traditional, right? Traditional types of connections, relationships, meaning two people who are in a committed relationship, right? Because the Hierophant has to do with, you know, societal norms or tradition and kind of a reflection of what has always been done or always viewed upon as a traditional or conventional type of relationship. So, like I said, friends with benefits, situationships, those are more unconventional types of connections that we can have. So seeing that we do have the Hierophant here who's using the spirit board, I feel like is kind of interesting, because I feel like it's like we're using spirit boards, right, to get answers. And so I feel like that's kind of what the Hierophant is doing here, trying to get answers. And so that might be certainly be how you feel right now about whether or not there is going to be this traditional type of relationship or commitment here. Now, we do have invocations here, the power of words. So I more so feel that because you are the one that's watching the reading today, that you, right, are the one that's wanting to know if this connection is going to go to the next level. So searching for answers is kind of what I'm seeing here. So you could be the one who's kind of maybe setting the intention or the manifestation that this connection with this person is one that will lead to a committed partnership, such as the type that comes along with the Hierophant energy. So, what else do I want to say here? I'm seeing the Temperance card here, and the Temperance card is about patience. It's about the transmutation or the process of alchemy, transmuting one form of energy into another. And so I feel like you probably have been really patient, right? Waiting for this connection to take that next level, because we also have the Empress here. And the Empress is about fertility, growth, expansion, nurturing something to help it to grow further and develop into something more. Here in this Three of Pentacles card, we can see how there is a skeleton here who is kind of bending over and trying to water this plant here, or this flower, trying to focus the water on this little plant here that looks like it's kind of not growing as good as, say, like the other ones here. So it could be that this one's maybe growing behind a little bit, or, you know, however we can look at that. But there's a focus here on watering, right? Watering the garden. And the threes in the tarot all connect back into the Empress, which is also a number 3. Okay. So like I said, the Empress is about expansion and growth. So I feel like this connection, you know, of course, hasn't made it to that next level. And I certainly feel that with the Strength card here, you know, with the energy of the Strength, for one thing, in this card, we see a huge tree, and its trunk is very thick and solid, and which to me kind of implies that there is perhaps some of you a lot of effort, a lot of time, energy that you've put into strengthening this bond and this connection with this person. Now, the Strength card isn't here. However, its energy is present, okay? Its energy is very present, showing up in this reading. So the Strength card within the tarot is about being calm and about channeling into inner strength to overcome challenges, obstacles, fears. And it's also about gentle inner strength and not forcing things, you know, to happen. So I kind of get this energy here that both you and this other person that you're connected to are not really trying to force, right, the connection into, say, that Hierophant energy or into that level of commitment. And so with the Queen of Wands, I do feel like you and this person have a very strong physical attraction to each other. There's a lot of passion, a lot of desire. Now, some of you, there might even be, you know, deep romantic feelings that are here. One thing I notice about this Empress is that she's kind of hiding her face behind a fan, okay? And yeah, she's kind of hiding her face behind a fan here. And so, and I'm noticing that this is specifically covering the mouth. So perhaps both of you might have romantic feelings towards each other and haven't expressed Okay, some of you may have not expressed your feelings. Now, I am seeing this Page of Swords energy here. And really, the Page of Swords energy, out of the archetypes within the tarot deck, the Page of Swords has the detective-like mindset, which is gathering, researching, looking at the data, looking at the information. So I feel that, you know, either one of you could have some difficulties with really expressing, speaking of feelings, emotions, or even how you feel with regards to commitment. You know, commitment might be a topic that you and maybe this person haven't really talked about. Okay, some of you, it may be, you know, that you kind of brought it up to the person. But this kind of feels like with the page energy here, especially with the Five of Swords showing up, the Five of Swords is feeling defeated. And it might even be that there's trust issues that are present, okay? Some of you could be dealing with maybe a person or even yourself who has gone through maybe some challenging relationships prior. And there could certainly be trust issues that either of you have with really opening up your heart and being completely vulnerable again into those feelings and those emotions. So with the Page of Swords, there might even be a little bit of skepticism about transitioning from where the connection is right now into a deeper level of commitment. You know, because when we're at the threes here, with the Empress, the next card up would be the Emperor and the fours within the tarot. And the fours are about stability. They're about structure and foundation. They bring physical form into what the Empress and the threes are creating and building. So when we're at the threes, we're not quite yet at solid, stable structure commitment, right? And I noticed also with this invocations here, we've got 31, which reduces to a 4. So this kind of makes me feel, and like I said, I feel like it's you, okay? Because you're watching the reading today. So there could be that you are trying to really work towards manifesting and nurturing this relationship and this connection with this person to set the intention and to speak these words, right? Whether through you're doing meditation or visualization, and just trying to speak as if this connection has as moving, right? Through your power of your words, to speak of it being stable, solid, commitment. And so, yes, I certainly feel like many of you have been very patient, but it could also feel a little bit discouraging, you know? And I'm even noticing in this Queen of Wands energy how she's holding this candle here. And, you know, candles are about illumination, you know, things being illuminated. And so to me, it kind of looks like she's searching for something, like she's calling out to something here in this picture. And the Queen of Wands is very much this energy of like a go-getter, right? It's about feeling passionate and wanting to go after what you want. So I certainly feel like there is a desire here, and that could be both you and even the other person who has a desire to continue to nurture their relationship, okay? Now the earth energy here, number 6, the snake, is about transformation, changes. I want to look if there's anything else here. And this is the Witches Familiars deck here. Let's see. Earth energy. Okay. So it says time for change and transformation. Figure out what's holding you back and let it go so you can become your new shiny best self. It might be a little painful to shed the old, but it will be worth it when you see what is underneath. You have the power to transform your life, even if it means leaving one world behind and moving into a new one. So I almost feel, because I asked Spirit today before going into your reading, what is the energy in this connection, right? So Spirit is saying here, I feel like that both you and the other person might be feeling that need for changing what the status of this connection is to that next level. Okay? Changing it. Because that's also what's happening here, right? With Temperance is change. As we're moving from one form of energy into another here. I want to look really quick at what the flirt, aside from just the obvious about flirty energy. Let's see. What is that? Number 8. Okay. So it says Gemini energy. Charm, playfulness, attention, connection, confidence. It says open your heart to a more playful and lighter outlook. This will allow you the space to see beyond any negativity clouding your judgment. And I feel like that's what this is right here. Go through all options before making your decision. So this energy right here, this 5 of Swords, could be either you, right? Or the other person. Now, the 5 of Swords can talk about betrayal wounds, trust issues, maybe going through, like I said, maybe a toxic relationship in the past. And like I said, there might be some issues surrounding trusting relationships again, or trusting commitments, or trusting love. But, if this connection hasn't really progressed yet, someone may also be feeling really defeated. Like I'm trying to nurture and nurture and nurture and love and, keep the spark alive here. But I'm feeling there's a need for change. There's a need for changing and moving this connection forward. So as I said in the intro, you might already kind of be like at that crossroads, or you're just like, do I keep investing here, right? Do I keep watering this garden, so to say? Or is it time to let it go? Okay, so I'm going to clear your... Let's see, we've already talked about the zodiac signs there. So let's, and also with the Hierophant, that's Taurus energy. So let's put your cards to the side here. Now let's start kind of going through these questions here with Spirit. And we're going to ask the first question. How does your person, group 1, how do they genuinely feel towards you? Okay. Just to kind of see where this person is at. Okay, group 1. How does your person genuinely feel towards you in this connection? We've got the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords. How do they genuinely feel towards you in this connection? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We have the 5 of Cups. Wow. Look at how in the skeleton here, it kind of looks like a maze in there. This kind of makes me feel like this person is dealing themselves, and of course this might have nothing to do with you, group 1, but this looks like It's almost like this person in their head and in their mind, they're like things are really complicated. Because the Three of Swords is about emotional turmoil, heartbreak, pain, suffering. It could also be that this person is, healing. Because the Five of Cups is also about grief, discouragement, disappointment. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune energy in reverse, which is kind of makes me feel like this person feels like they're just kind of stuck in this cycle. Which again, this might have nothing to do with you. Let's see what else. How do they genuinely feel towards you in this connection? Whoa. The Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so earlier, right, when we're asking Spirit, what is the overall energy here, right, there was this kind of like this emphasis of that perhaps questioning, right, that next stage here, with the Hierophant being that symbol of a traditional, conventional type of commitment. Here, this person is seeing this connection as the Hierophant in reverse, which is basically implying that your situationship, your friends with benefits situation here, with the Hierophant coming in reverse, this is going to speak more of the unconventional, right? The unconventional, non-traditional types of connections, friends with benefits, situationships. So let's get a little bit more. How do they genuinely feel towards you? It almost makes me feel like this person here with the Wheel of Fortune reverse is resisting the change. Okay? They're resisting the change of letting this connection flow from the unconventional into the conventional. And perhaps it is a bunch of emotional turmoil that they're going through, right? And it kind of looks like this person looking at the top of this skull, right? It looks like a maze in there. Like it's just like so complicated in this person's head. We've got, what is this? The Six of Cups in reverse. Yes, so I feel, Group 1, you are dealing with a person, and I don't feel like this has to do with you. This feels like with the Six of Cups energy here in reverse, that this person is having difficulties with, for some of you, it could be that this person is having difficulties with really opening up their heart to you. Okay? Here this skeleton is kind of like half its body is in the water. Almost kind of gives me that feeling of a person who's like drowning in their emotions. And the Five of Cups is a very heavy energy about grief and pain and sadness and loss and maybe even depression. Okay? So yes, the Six of Cups energy in reverse can sometimes be when a person is not as open to sharing what's in their heart. It may also be with the Six of Cups in reverse that this person is having a difficult time with letting go of something from their past. Okay, and it is something that is affecting them mentally, emotionally, from the progression of your connection moving forward. Okay. Okay, so underneath the deck, we've got the Two of Pentacles here. Here these skeletons are kind of looking at each other face to face. There's also looks like a butterfly on each side. Which butterflies can certainly be a symbol of transformation, change, which is also something that happens with the Two of Pentacles, change here. Now, the Two of Pentacles is about a person who has mixed feelings, okay? Or it could even be that this person is kind of going back and forth in their mind about what their decision is going to be. Because like I said, with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it kind of feels like this person is resistant to change. Okay? Resistant to changing what your connection is right now to anything more than that. Okay, so underneath that, we've got the Knight of Wands here and the Three of Pentacles. So, Six of Pentacles with the... Okay, let's look at this. You know, the Knight of Wands is also a very passionate energy. To me, when I'm reading for people, you know, or private readings, collective pick your cards, when I see the Knight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles together like this, to me this screams friends with benefits, situationship. Because the Three of Pentacles is about collaborations and, you know, bonding with people. And the Knight of Wands is more or less like can be a very fleeting energy, intense, passionate, but also fleeting. Okay. Not so much commitment. However, I do feel like this person genuinely does kind of go back and forth over whether or not to give more, but it almost kind of feels like there's a desire here too. Okay, there's a desire here to have more for this connection, which would be that Six of Pentacles and Six of Wands. So kind of envisioning themselves being and feeling more confident to take the lead towards reciprocating the energy that you're giving to them or that you're putting into this connection. I do feel like there genuinely is a desire here to do that. With the Eight of Pentacles here, I'm also seeing it's like this person is trying to work on themselves, okay, to feeling more confident. I do definitely feel like there's something going on with this person emotionally. Like I said, for some of you, this might have nothing to do with you. I want to look really quick at what this Five of Cups energy is here. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups would be a new beginning in love. This is also about this person really opening up their heart. I almost kind of get this feeling that this person is afraid of letting those feelings just kind of flow and just, you know, really opening up to it. Why is the Three of Swords here? Why is the Three of Swords here? The High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse is when we are disconnected from our intuition, not listening to our intuition. You know, perhaps this person's intuition could be telling them to really, you know, take their focus inwards to work on healing. And it certainly looks like this person needs healing to me. The Nine of Cups is at the bottom, you know, which is about contentment and fulfillment and happiness. We've got the Star, which is also about healing. Look at that. The Two of Cups is here. And in this Two of Cups, one of these skeletons is kind of pouring its cup into the other one's cup. So it's, and look at how this skeleton is kind of reaching under this rib cage and like holding the heart. That's so sweet. I love that energy. It almost feels like it wants to, like I want to cry looking at that. Because it kind of makes me feel that, and perhaps it's both of you, that have gone through a lot and some really challenging past relationships. And it almost kind of gives me like this feeling that you're like telling this person, like, let me love you. Let me love you. Let me in. And I do feel like this person does love you. I do feel like this person does have feelings for you. It's just, I feel like more or less for them to kind of overcome their fear about love, or maybe falling in love, or allowing themselves to be vulnerable again. Because I feel like with the stars showing up and the Nine of Cups, both of these cards can talk about wish fulfillment. Okay, but the star is also about renewal and healing and peace and calm. And so I feel like this person's intuition, and I don't feel like it's something that they're listening to, or it could be some like a message their intuition is telling them that they're just not hearing over this grief here. And I feel like the message that their intuition is telling them is that it's safe here. It's safe. You can open your heart again. You can trust. It's okay to let go. And that's what I'm seeing with this card over here, the snake, right? We just read that, and this is talking about letting go, about shedding the old skin. And so to me, that old skin was that Five of Swords, right? Shed that whole victim mentality and trust issues and betrayal wounds and, toxicity and, because the Five of Swords, I forgot to mention this earlier, the Five of Swords can also sometimes be a very defensive energy. It could be that you're trying to give and give and give love to this person, but the person is being a little defensive, like they're not wanting to talk about feelings, or they're not wanting to express them. Every time you try to bring it up, they're just like, this is uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about this. But I do genuinely feel like this person has feelings here. And I do feel like it is love. And I just feel like this person is so afraid. Like they're kind of like over complicating things in their mind. Okay, so let's, what I want to do, I want to ask, let's clear this way so we can give all of these questions a fair chance with all the full deck of tarot. So let's now ask, what do they want with this connection? What do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? The Nine of Swords. A lot of anxiety surrounding that. Overthinking, overanalyzing. What do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? The Magician. The Page of Wands. No. Okay. There it is again. Okay. What do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? The Four of Swords. The Moon. Okay. So this is not great, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it's not great. Okay, so this person does have a lot of fears to overcome with this. I feel like what Spirit is saying is like right now, this person is focused on, I kind of feel with keeping things casual. Okay? Keeping things casual between the two of you, because with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's basically like this person is taking this opportunity for this new start or this new beginning, this new chapter of just kind of rolling with it, that they're closing themselves off to it. Okay. Now, of course, that could change in the future, right? We all have free will and are able to do whatever we please. But the way that this energy is coming through right now is that right now, this person's just focusing their intention purely right now on casual. Okay. We have the Moon energy present, and the Moon is about uncertainty, fear of the unknown. Could be that the person has a ton of insecurities and just, you know, I certainly feel very, very afraid here. I do feel like there's a lot of, negative thoughts that this person is trying to work towards overcoming here, letting go of. They may feel like they still need to really work on themselves, heal themselves, which I do genuinely feel like this person needs. Okay. I can totally agree with that. Yeah. The Page of Wands energy is about excitement, adventure, exploring, discovery, So, like I said, I feel like right now, perhaps this person is just kind of what's in their mind right now is just, I kind of feel like more like living in the moment. Okay. I feel like the thought of thinking about this connection as it relates to like future planning, future thinking, it gives them too much fears, too much anxiety, too much grief over that. Like again, like I'm seeing this person just kind of like way overcomplicating it in their own mind, and feelings and emotions just like this. Mixed up here. And I also can't help but ignore here that this skeleton in this Four of Swords card is putting nails in the coffin here. And the Four of Swords is about rest. And that could certainly be that this person, might see like, okay, well, is this situation right now not going to be something that really lasts? I just feel like there's a lot of confusion surrounding that. Okay, surrounding future energies here. Lots of anxiety. Okay, so now we're going to ask Spirit here this last question, then we're going to get some advice for you, Group 1. We're asking Spirit, will they take it to the next level? Do they have plans to? Okay, Spirit. So will group one's person take it to the next level, or do they have plans to take this connection to the next level? We have the 10 of Cups. The Chariot, the Queen of Wands. The Devil is showing up. Okay, so again, I'm getting the energy of there's a desire to. This person does want to. Okay? And I certainly feel like this person has the power, like we all do, to be able to overcome our fears, because the fears create this illusion in our mind that we cannot, right? That we cannot. But I feel like this person truly does. 3 of Cups. This person truly does think about, imagine, right? Fantasize about the two of you being together here with the King of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. The Hermit. And the Nine of Cups. Yes, look at the bottom. The 2 of Cups. Okay, so I do certainly feel like this person does have the desire to, planning, okay, for this to move forward. And yes, there are fears that are here, but I do feel like this person has the ability to overcome them and can overcome them. Underneath the deck, we also have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Okay? The World. So, I'm going to leave that there. Like I said earlier, I do feel like this person does need to work on their healing, does need to work on changing, the mindset. This person could certainly be a little bit of a slow mover with the Knight of Pentacles energy here. The Knight of Pentacles is more of a slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady. The Ace of Pentacles is here, which is this opportunity for a new beginning. I'm seeing in this Hermit card here how the Hermit is inside this coffin here with the lantern. And the Hermit is about taking some time for solitude and introspection and healing. So that could certainly be bringing an end. This kind of looks like death too. Sitting on top of the world. And there's a hourglass there. So it kind of gives me this vibe that you and this person, right, could definitely be going through a lot of transformation, maybe for both you and them in this connection. And looking at all this beautiful bright yellow energy here with the key kind of floating there. Also notice, because this is yellow, it kind of reminds me of like the solar plexus. The solar plexus energy, which is our power. I certainly feel like this person could reclaim their power and feel much more confident. I'm seeing that it is possible for this person to change the way that they think, the way that they see, right, this connection, to be able to move this to that next level. Like I said, I certainly feel like this person has a desire for union, for the two of you to really kind of build this bond and this connection with one another, bringing an end to this whole cycle, right? Like the snake is talking about, letting go and shedding of old skin so that there is healing, there is union, ending the old cycle. So I do feel like it is possible. Now, let's get some guidance for you, group 1. And let's see what your guidance is from Spirit about this person, this connection. What is your guidance on this connection with your person, group 1? What is your guidance, advice? The Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Swords. Page of Pentacles. And the Devil. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, and then we also have the Lovers. I think I want to pull some oracle here as well. What is your advice here? What is your advice? We've got Enchanted. It says, your path has led you to a defining moment that will change your destiny. We also have the Flower Goddess, and it says, this is the time of abundance and prosperity coming up for you. And we have Quiet Retreat. It says you need time alone to restore your energy and health now. So that might even be like your mental, your emotional health, well-being, because of course going through this with this person could be something that's also a little bit draining on your energy as well. You know, it could be a little painful, a little confusing. What do I want to say for this advice here? You know, I feel like continue to keep your own emotions in balance. I feel like it's going to be something incredibly important for you. Okay, keeping your own emotions in balance so that you're not... okay, this is what I feel. It's like trying to understand that you cannot try to speed up the process. Right? I feel like there's a need for you to trust in divine timing here. As I said, I do feel like this person is someone who does need healing. They need that growth and that transformation. So allow that process to kind of unfold for that person, or even allow this connection to be one that unfolds in divine timing. You know, if this is something where you feel like, okay, like this, I'm tired of waiting, then certainly focus on, you know, planting the seed for something new. Maybe that means working and focusing on yourself. Perhaps that means working on a new project. Continue, to let this person know, hey, this is what my feelings are. This is how I feel about you. This is what I envision or desire for this connection. I think I want to ask Spirit here, what is this defining moment for you? What is this defining moment? The Eight of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. The Sun. Wow, that's beautiful. I feel like what Spirit's saying here is that this experience that you're having with this person is something that is also changing you, I feel like, on a soul level. Okay? On a very deep level. I do feel like there's a lot of healing and a lot of changes, even, I feel like, that are happening within you that you might not even be aware of. Okay? There's a lot changing with your energy, your power, your confidence. For some of you, this could certainly be a situation that's teaching you patience. It could be teaching you self-love. It could be teaching you to really reflect upon your own fears, your own wounds, helping you to elevate your own vibration. Okay. I do feel like your advice here is to really kind of allow things to unfold naturally. Okay. Trust in divine timing. Continue to, because this person does look like they're very wounded here. Okay. And it could be, like I said, it could be you too. But I feel like you continuing to be a constant, stable, grounded energy for this person is going to help to let a person know that it is safe, that this is a connection where they can let go, they can heal, they can feel safe in knowing that what has happened to them in the past and what they've gone through in the past is not something that they can expect to happen again here in this connection. Okay? So the more that you kind of show that you are kind of like that stable grounding force of energy, it allows another person to heal. Not that you're doing the healing for them, but more or less that you're creating the environment in your connection that lets this person know it's okay. I can open up my heart. I can be vulnerable. I can talk about and express my feelings to you. Okay? And perhaps this is also a time for you to, reflect inwards and think about, your own feelings, your own heart at this time, your own desires, your own needs. And of course, remember that the choice is ultimately up to you, whether or not you choose to stay, right, in the situation, or if you choose to move on from it. It's ultimately up to you. You have to let your own heart kind of be your guide in this situation and trust in your own inner knowing, your own intuition as to what is best for you. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, Group 1. I do hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Group 2. So those of you that resonated with the Amethyst, this is going to be your reading today. So we are focusing on those of you that are in a friends with benefits or situationship type of connection and trying to figure out whether or not this person that you're involved with is going to be taking it to the next level. So before I started this pick a card today, these cards, when I was connecting with Spirit during my meditation prior to, I was asking Spirit to show me the energy that is in your connection with this person. Okay, so that's what these oracle cards are for. We are also going to be adding in some tarot, and which is also going to show us the energy. And then after that, we'll kind of move these cards to the side and we'll start going down the line of the questions that I do have for this reading today to help you all, which is how they feel, how your person genuinely feels towards you. What do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? Will they take it to the next level? Do they even have plans to? And then also getting some guidance to close out your reading for you. Okay, so let's take a look at your messages. And I did have to cover up the imagery on one of these cards. So just know that. Okay, so the first one that we have is number 33 with loyalty. We have number, oh wow, you guys have two 33s here. I just noticed that. The caregiver. Okay. And then we have number 2, the solitary witch, and it says heal yourself first. And then we have number 7, water with the octopus. Okay. So this caregiver card is Cancer energy. And then we have the element of water here, which I'm feeling Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This kind of, yeah, I feel like a lot of water energy here. The number 2 reminds me of the High Priestess. So does this card. I also notice that both this card here, she's got a wand, and then so does the octopus. There's also a lantern here, which is kind of giving me like hermit vibes. Okay, so let's pull some tarot and see if we can get a little bit more information here. Now this caregiver card, let me just pull up this message really quick. The caregiver, it says Cancer energy, self-care, nurture, acceptance, trust, compassion, making good choices. Does this serve? Assess the outlook carefully and create a structure of care to suit. Support looks different for all situations. So this makes me kind of feel that those of you that are in this connection with this person, one of you might be, I feel like, a little bit more grounded than the other, a little bit further along in, say, like your healing journey, you know? And so one of you might be in a place where you're trying to help the other and trying to feel like, how can I best help this person? Or how can I help them to heal? Or what can I do to help this connection grow? What can I help it to evolve? You know? And I feel like if you are that person with the caregiver here, you could be certainly looking for ways to help the other person feel better about the connection. Or, you know, how can I build trust between the two of us? Or how can I, you know, let this person know that I'm loyal to them? Or it could even be that you're wanting to see this person's loyalty, okay? So feel free to reverse the energies however they make sense in your connection with your person. But being that we do have the solitary witch, it says heal yourself first. And like I said, this little octopus here reminds me of the hermit, being in a little cave with the lantern there. It kind of gives me these vibes here that perhaps someone in the connection is feeling the need to not commit. Maybe they feel like, I can't be in a relationship right now. Or maybe perhaps that's what you're thinking or feeling is, you know. I'm feeling certainly building an energy of like trust. Okay, let's see what else, Spirit. Show me the energy in pile two's connection with their person. The King of Swords, the King of Wands, the Strength card. We do have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius as well. What is the energy in pile two's connection with their person? We've got Justice. There's something out that flipped over. No. Libra. The Nine of Cups. And we've got the Five of Cups here. Okay. All right. So what I'm getting here is that I certainly feel like this is a little bit more challenging. Okay. But what I'm getting here is that one person is feeling completely content with this friends with benefits or situationship exactly as it is. Okay? One person is completely content, just like it is. And this is leaving another person feeling discouraged because they do want more. They want more of a connection here. Okay, so there is a certain level of discouragement or disappointment because one person feels content with it and the other person does not. They want more. And I'm assuming that you, the viewer, are wanting more. I do feel like there is... that you could very well be dealing with the person who is detached. Okay? Emotionally detached or disconnected in this connection. So it might more or less be about more so the physical for a person, where the other person has a deeper feelings towards the other. Okay? That's what I'm getting from this energy. One person is completely content with the physical, the intimacy, and leaving it just like it is. Okay? And I feel like this is making the other person here feel sad, and I'm feeling like that's you. Okay? I do want to clarify this Five of Cups a little bit. Yes. Okay. So the person who wants long-term relationship, which I'm assuming is you because you're watching the reading, is feeling discouraged, disappointed, maybe a little sad, because there is maybe grief over that maybe this connection won't make it to something that is long-lasting. The Empress in reverse. So I feel like someone is feeling here that the love is something that's not being returned. They might feel like they're being breadcrumbed in this situation. I certainly feel like someone is closed off emotionally here. Okay, and I do feel like it's the person that you're dealing with. You may have a deeper emotional bond and attachment to this person, but I do not feel like they are on the same page. Okay? And I feel like you are wanting to be treated fairly in this situation. You're wanting something more. You're wanting things to be equal, you know? We've also got Leo energy here, Taurus and also Libra. Yeah. I'm feeling one person, Gemini, I'm seeing the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, the Three of Wands, and the Moon. So it's kind of like where this is leaving this connection is as a big question mark. There's a lot of waiting, anticipation over a committed relationship that someone is envisioning. And a lot of fears that that relationship or commitment is not going to happen. It's not going to materialize. And like I said, one person is completely content with leaving it just as it is. And the other person desires for something more. And I do feel like the person who is wanting something more, their heart desires for change. Their heart also desires, and their intuition might even be telling them, perhaps I should just end this and let it go and walk away. Because there is a lot of discouragement over this connection having not expanded and grown into the long-term relationship and solid commitment that they envision. Okay, and so I'm really feeling that's you, because again, we're looking at, will your person take it to the next level? So I'm assuming that you are the one that's wanting it to go to the next level, and that person to take the initiative in doing so. Okay, so we also have Pisces energy here as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start going down the line of these questions here, but this kind of makes me feel like you and this person are on two different pages. Okay, with this. One person is completely okay with just leaving it as strictly physical, no feelings, no strings attached, where another person has gotten attached, okay, and wants something more, wishes and dreams about something more. So let's now go to asking these questions. Let's put these aside here. And the first question is, how do they genuinely feel towards you? Group 2, how does your person genuinely feel towards you? How does your person genuinely feel towards you? We've got the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Star, Two of Swords in reverse, okay, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. What is going on with this person? Pile 2. Okay, let me just take a second and think about this. I do feel like it's very clear to this person, whether you've outright told them or they can certainly feel it from your energy, that you do have feelings. And there is certainly an energy that they're picking up from you about your desire to move things forward. I do feel like this person is resisting allowing themselves to open up to this connection emotionally. They're more or less trying to just maintain a sense of emotional detachment from you. I feel like this person is confused, indecisive, and they might even be questioning whether or not they should let this connection go. Okay? Because I feel like this person is having a hard time with just allowing themselves and their feelings and emotions to just kind of open up and flow. It's kind of like they're blocking themselves from even entertaining the idea of feelings and emotions. It's kind of like they're staying so far detached that they're not allowing themselves. Like they're just putting up like a block. Like, nope, no feelings, no feelings, no feelings. This is strictly casual. I mean, they could even be somebody who's telling you, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't want anything serious. And I sometimes feel like when people tell us that, because I've heard this in the past too with my own dating history, and I feel like when people tell us that, we have a hard time accepting it because it brings in this feeling of rejection to us, or we internalize it, and thinking, oh, I could change this person's mind, or maybe it'll change, Here, this Eight of Cups skeleton looks like it's contemplating, like it's deep in thought here. And the Eight of Cups is about letting go. So is the Hangman. Both of these are about letting go. I want to see what this Wheel of Fortune... What this Wheel of Fortune in reverse is here. Three of Pentacles. Yes, you see, it's like this person is completely content just like it is. Just like it is. They're resistant to changing it. Okay, I want to clarify this Queen of Cups. Temperance. Ten of Swords. Why is this person is just... Like I said, I'm getting this energy of like this person who is holding right back, resisting even allowing themselves to entertain feelings, emotions. It's just like they're I feel like very much in that King of Swords energy that we saw at the beginning. You know, the King of Swords is head over heart. It is detachment from feelings, emotions. And so I feel like this person is resisting allowing themselves to just kind of just take that leap of faith. Just allow yourself to go for it and open up emotionally. So yeah, and I feel like this person feels completely content with leaving it just like it is. They're completely satisfied just like that. And like I said, I do feel like this person knows, they can either feel it or you've told them that you want something more. And I feel like with that information, this person is indecisive, confused, and recognizes that there has to be some type of sacrifice that is made here. And that sacrifice would be cutting ties and letting you go. Because this person is not willing to budge with meeting those needs for you. So they might be thinking, okay, well, the only thing I can do, because I'm content like this, and I know that you want more, so the only thing that I can do here is to just let go. Make the sacrifice. Let you walk away, or I walk away. Let's see what the star energy is about. The Hierophant, which would be traditional commitment. Two people in a relationship together. The King of Wands in reverse. There's the other part of that, the other piece of that. That would be a commitment. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is going to be about putting in a lot of hard work and effort and commitment and dedication to building a long-term relationship. And with this King of Wands in reverse, can certainly be a person who either has a lack of desire or motivation to do so. Perhaps lack of confidence in it. Why is this King of Wands in reverse? The Strength card and the Ten of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. This person has insecurities here about love, relationships. I feel like very deep insecurities this person has. There might be even very deep feelings of unworthiness, okay? So if this person has these deep feelings of unworthiness to love, which again, these might not have anything to do with you as a person, these can be deeply seated trauma that a person has, or insecurities, or things that are just there that are making it so this person becomes so completely blocked and closed off to allowing themselves to open up to love in general. It's just like this belief that just says, I don't deserve it, I'm not worthy of it, or, I don't feel good enough, I don't feel confident enough, low self-esteem, low self-worth, to the point where they're not fully allowing themselves to experience love, joy, happiness. I feel like this person has a hard time trusting, a hard time believing in love, believing in the connection altogether. They might even be a person who's kind of lost faith in love, lost hope. Okay, so now let's go to the next question, which is, what do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? What do they want with this connection? The Ace of Wands. What do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? Two of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm really just kind of getting this feeling that this person is, again, keeping it just like it is. Okay. Keeping it things just as they are. The Four of Cups is about boredom, a loss of interest, a lack of interest, rejection. Okay, could be another thing with that. And I feel like this person is rejecting relationship commitment. The hermit energy here is about isolation, solitude. So it could be that this person, with the Ace of Wands showing up here, the Ace of Wands is like that spark of passion and desire. So if we're already, dealing with a friends with benefits, situationship type of thing, then I do feel, like I said earlier, that this person is content with leaving things as they are without a real desire to allow this connection to progress further. Okay, this person has, I'm certainly feeling like a resistance to doing that, okay? I want to look at this Four of Cups a little bit. Six of Pentacles, right? So Six of Pentacles energy is about equal give and take in a partnership. We're both putting in equal amount of effort and we're both receiving what we need. With the Four of Cups being present, it's like the person doesn't really have that desire. There's also closed off emotionally here, where they have no desire to reciprocate. Okay? The Death card and the Four of Wands. Yeah. So this Four of Wands energy would more or less be about commitment, relationship. We have the Death card here, which is about change, endings, letting go. It makes me feel, like I said earlier, the person doesn't have a desire to change. Okay? They don't have the desire to change what the current status is. What is the energy surrounding this Two of Cups? The Moon. So there can certainly be, there's the Tower. The Tower energy is a breakdown, basically, of your connection. So when we're asking, what do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? What they want with it is just to keep things just as they are. They're staying single. They don't really have an interest here in something more. Where do they see it headed? Eventually, ending. Okay? An eventual end here between the two of you. Okay? All right, so now let's ask the, what do we have here? Virgo energy, Aries and Scorpio, Pisces, and yeah, Scorpio. Okay, so now let's ask the last question here, and then we're going to get some advice for you. We're asking Spirit, will they take it to the next level? Do they have plans to? Will they take it to the next level? Do they have plans to? The Hermit. Oh boy. The Emperor. Eight of Cups in reverse. We do need to cover that up. The Knight of Cups and the Fool. Okay. So I will say this person has thought about it, okay? And it could be, because you've brought it up to them and said, hey, how are you feeling? I have feelings for you. I would like to, to explore this further. I want a commitment. I want a relationship. And I certainly feel like it's something that has crossed this person's mind that they do think about, okay? However, I feel that this person is someone who is holding back. Okay. Now, of course, energies can always change. This person is in control of what they choose to do for your connection. Energies can always change. Okay. So what we're looking at right now is just kind of where this person's at right now. Okay. Now, I do feel as far as like the whole planning and things like that, this person does think about it, okay? Because we've got the Three of Wands here, which is about foresight, thinking ahead, envisioning, right? Future. And we've got the Four of Wands here, which is about commitment, relationship. The Three of Cups is can be a very beautiful energy of celebration and, something to celebrate, which could be also that Four of Wands of you guys being together. And then here's the Fool, which would be more or less like, let's take the leap of faith and just go for it. But the Ten of Wands being here is also that energy of resistance, okay? Holding back. And I feel like this person is also in a place too, because the Emperor is about strategy. It's about planning. It's about thinking about the bigger picture. Can I see myself being with group number 2? Can I see myself opening up and allowing myself to fall in love? It's like all of this is like this big question mark, I feel like, for this person, and a lot of resistance and holding back. But I feel like there's also a part of them that even though they're resisting, there's attachment here, because this person is also having a difficult time with walking away, with just letting it go. So it almost reminds me of like people that tell you, I don't want to be with you, I don't want a commitment with you, but I'm also not ready to leave you. So it's, what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's probably very confusing for you, because it's like the person probably gives you mixed signals. You know, they might kind of go through all the motions of doing all the sweet things, all the nice things that are making you feel confused. Like maybe this person does want something more. So they do think about it, but as far as it actually happening, I feel like that's where there's a big question mark here for you. Okay? You know, the Hermit is about taking some time to really reflect very deeply within the self about what your choice is, what you're choosing to do. And the Moon is about a lot of insecurities, a lot of fears, the fear of the unknown, you know, the fear of change, the fear of opening up and being vulnerable and opening up with feelings and emotions. So I feel like the whole thought of also planning for the future and having a future is something that also stresses this person out. Okay? They may have had ideas or thoughts in their mind that, you know, maybe I should just let this go, maybe I should just move on. But I feel like even with that, they're having a hard time doing so. But then yet resisting the whole progression of your connection into something further. Okay? So it'd be quite interesting to see what actually happens here. You know, I certainly believe in people's power to overcome their fears and their insecurities and to just go for it. You know, I truly believe this person is capable of change. We've also got what? Virgo, Aries, Pisces again, Aquarius, and Cancer, and Scorpio. So I want to ask Spirit here what your advice is. What your advice, what your guidance is, and always know you are in control, right, of what you choose to do for your choices, your decisions, what you choose to be a part of, right, within your life, what you allow into your life. These are all your choices, your decisions. You have to always choose from what your own inner knowing, your own intuition is telling you in this situation. And sometimes, you know, our intuition can give us very different advice than what our ego's desire is. You know, your ego might be saying, keep going, keep going, keep going. And your intuition's like, get out of there. Or it could even be vice versa. Okay. Okay. So what is your advice and guidance, group 2, for this connection? I'm hearing already boundaries. Okay, group 2, boundaries. There's a need for setting boundaries here. We've got the Chariot. King of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Whoa. That one just moved right off the table. We've got the King of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups. I almost feel like what Spirit is telling you here is that the person that you're dealing with is somebody who is very emotionally immature. They're a person who is very closed off emotionally. And there's a need for you to use discernment here, okay? There's a need for you to make a choice here. And I, you know, of course the choice is yours, but ultimately what I'm feeling for you here as your advice is there is a need for you to move on from this connection, okay? Because I feel like what Spirit's showing to you here is that this person could certainly be deceiving you in a way, stringing you along. And this could very well be something where your own feelings and your own emotions could be something that also cloud your judgment here. Okay, there is a need for discernment. And I feel like Spirit's saying if you are truly someone who's looking for stability, security, dependability, this person might not be the one who's going to give that to you. Okay, so there is going to be a need for you to have the willpower to move on from this situation. I feel like Spirit's saying what you've got ahead with this person is a lot more of the same. A lot more of the still this unsteady energy of going back and forth and hot and cold and trying to gain your footing here. And there's a need for you to be very clear, right, about what it is that you want in this situation. And if you've already let that person know this is where you're going to have to set those firm boundaries for yourself. Okay? What is group 2's advice and guidance here? We've got the power of 3. It says, gather your closest allies to rise to the coming challenges. So if you feel that maybe like moving forward and away from this person or this connection could be something that's going to be really hard for you mentally, emotionally, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to surround yourself with people who could truly support you in doing so. Maybe friends, family members, people that are close. We have promised land here. And it says you have almost reached your goals, so don't stop now. Take every opportunity you can. And I'm seeing opening doors. It says you will need to use your charm to get access to what you want. Okay? Now, if you are someone who's still wanting to keep going, right? Keep going with this person. Again, this is where I'm seeing that you need to kind of create some very strong boundaries. And it's going to be important that you don't allow your emotions to cloud your judgment here. Okay? Because knowing, right, what you're kind of up against with this person of resistance, that could truly be something that does and maybe has already become very draining for you. Discouraging, disappointing, right? So we're kind of knowingly keeping ourselves in this situation, dealing with this energy, and knowing, right, that there is that chance of really getting hurt, right? So you have to really choose what you ultimately feel, as I said earlier, what is best for you and your highest good in this situation. You know, now if your intuition is telling you stay, keep going, then do that, okay? If you feel like your intuition is saying you've given this person enough time, enough energy, it's time to let go and start opening doors to new opportunities, new connections, new people, and letting love in elsewhere, do that. Do as you feel guided, okay? All right, so I'm going to leave this reading here for you, group 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, group 3. So those of you that resonate with the yellow fluorite, this is going to be a reading. Now, when I was shuffling out the oracle decks today for your group, you did have 2 extra cards that came out for your pile. So we're gonna have to make some room because you got 2 extra cards, and I just want to make sure that we have room for everything here. So we're just gonna kind of move things around if we need to. Okay, so your first card is Earth, number 4, the bear. So we have a sleeping bear here. So perhaps some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. We have number 32, moon water with reset. Also the moon looks like it's sleeping. We have number 38, Witch of the Woods, retreat. So literally 3 of your cards here rest, retreat. We've got a sleeping bear. We have the Mystic, number 25. We've also got the Pioneer, number 13. And then we have number 19 with Wishing. Okay, so like I said, there is an energy here. 3 of your oracle cards I feel like are really talking about rest, retreat, reflection. So perhaps this could be symbolic of maybe not a whole lot happening in your connection right now. Now, when I did pull these oracle cards this morning for your group, I was asking Spirit to please show me the energy that is present in your connection with your person. Okay. And so, like I said, this could be really saying that maybe there's not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot progressing or moving forward. Maybe some of you are taking a break from each other right now. Certainly someone here is wishing for something. Maybe a little bit of a reset in your connection. I do want to look really quickly. You have 2 cards here from the Rose Oracle, the Mystic and also the Pioneer. So I do want to see what each of these are about. So let's see. So, okay, let's start with number 13, the Pioneer. And that one is Aries energy. It says beginnings, innovation, exploration, dedication, and strength. It says take the chance, adventure awaits, a new opportunity is about to unfold for you. There may be something hidden from you. The bigger picture is obscured. A little work and closer observation should uncover it. Embrace new ideas, be fearless, and determination. Number 25 is the Mystic, which is Pisces energy. And this card talks about religion, belief, devotion, inspiration, and consciousness. It says, devote yourself a little deeper into what you are working on. Something may need a bit more of your attention. Something may be returning to you that you thought was once lost. Okay, so maybe that rings true for those of you where, like I said, you've taken a little bit of break from each other, a little bit of reset, maybe some healing, maybe wishing for a new start for the 2 of you, right? A reset. Hoping, right? Maybe even that if the 2 of you really put in more committed effort, that it'll help you to get what your wish is for this connection, which I'm assuming, since you're watching this reading today, it is really for this relationship to make it to that next level. Okay, so I'm going to move these out of the way because, like I said, you guys get more cards than the other piles. But let's put these up here. Okay, so let's pull your tarot now and see a little more. And then after we pull this energy here, we're going to clear these cards away and then go into asking questions of how your person genuinely feels towards you. What do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? Will they take it to the next level? Do they have any plans to? And then we'll also look at some guidance and advice for you, okay? Especially if you feel like you need it. But I always encourage you to listen to your own inner voice, okay? Your own intuition is going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Of what will serve your best and highest good. Okay, group 3. What is the energy in your connection with this person? The Star, which is about hope, faith, trust, believing. The Chariot. Okay. So yes, there's definitely this energy here, and it could be really you or the other person, because we are asking about the energy and the connection. Someone here is wishing, hoping, trusting, having faith that things are going to advance, progress, move forward. What is the energy in this connection between group 3, the 9 of Cups, and the Devil? Excuse me. Page of Swords in reverse. Let's get one more. Two more. Six of Wands and the Lovers. So there most certainly is a strong connection between you and this person. And I feel like with the Six of Wands being here, both of you recognize that. You both acknowledge that. You're both aware of maybe how strong your connection is, or how deeply you both feel towards one another. One of you, or even both of you, okay, take it how it resonates, might even feel like this is my person. We're meant to be together. We're soulmates. We belong together. But our Devil energy here. The Devil energy can sometimes talk about fears, insecurities, doubt. You know, one person could have doubt in their mind. I feel like someone here is trying to remain optimistic about things. Let's look at this a little bit. Okay, so we've got Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Four of Pentacles is at the bottom. So there may be a little bit of stagnancy here in this connection for some of you. I feel like there's attachment here between you and this person. Both of you might be afraid of losing one another, but there's also this fear of moving forward. You know, the Four of Pentacles can talk about attachment, possession, control, clinging or gripping onto something very tight. Now here, oh, look at this picture. There is a bride here. And the bride is kind of like picking up this person who is very tiny. You know, and perhaps someone in this connection, which could again be either you or the other person, someone really wants commitment here. Like they are holding on. I kind of have this feeling that someone here, like I said, truly, truly believes, like, this is my person. I see us getting married. I want us to be together. And like I said, maybe that's both of you, okay? Could certainly be both of you. Certainly both of you could have also talked about having a future together, building a future together. Okay, so Five of Swords, Wheel of Fortune is right underneath that. So the Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing, but it's also about cycles, ups and downs, and someone could definitely be feeling maybe even a little betrayed here, okay? You know, maybe the person's talking about commitment and relationship and things moving forward, and they're just not. Someone might have some trust issues with moving things forward. The Wheel of Fortune is also about unpredictability. Okay? Divine timing, cycles, change. So there might even be a person who's afraid of changing to that next level for this connection. Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. Now let's move these cards out and let's start now asking these questions. The first one being, how does your person genuinely feel towards you? How does your person genuinely feel towards you? Group 1. I'm sorry, not group 1, group 3. Why did I say group 1? How do they genuinely feel towards you, group 3? The Fool. Aquarius energy. How do they genuinely feel towards you? The World. Temperance, the King of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. Well, this person does very much envision the two of you guys being together in a long-term relationship. Very much so. I feel like this person recognizes that you are someone who kind of balances, like you guys both balance each other out. You both appear to be very committed and dedicated to one another. You're someone who makes this person very happy and feeling filled with a lot of beautiful emotions. This person might feel that there's a lot of healing, okay, that has taken place in this connection. I feel like this person definitely thinks about taking that leap of faith. Changing what your connection is right now, which friends, benefits, situationship, into the something more. Okay, I certainly feel like they envision that here. Kind of like the whole happily ever after between the two of you is definitely something that this person thinks about. They could also be kind of like waiting for the right time. Okay, is another thing here. All right, so what I want to do now is ask the next question, which is, what do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? But I do definitely feel like you group 3, give this person those warm and fuzzy feelings, thinking about commitment, long-term relationship, marriage, things of that nature. Okay, so what do they want with this connection? Where do they see it headed? What do they want with this connection? 3 of Cups. Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Justice card. Five of Wands, 9 of Swords. Okay. Okay. this person's intuition is telling them to move forward with this connection. Okay? It certainly is. Their intuition is guiding them towards a new beginning for your connection, meaning taking it to that next level. Because in their heart and in their mind and their own intuition is telling them it's the right thing to do. It's what should happen with this connection. But I do feel like this person kind of goes the whole back and forth with deciding. And I feel like there certainly is a little bit of resistance there. A little bit of inner conflict they could be dealing with. A little bit of anxiety here surrounding making that, that next step here. Okay. I think I want to clarify this Ace of Swords. The Six of Cups. Yeah, like this person sees like you. What is this? Three of Wands in reverse. This person sees like you as their soulmate. Again, I still feel like there's a little bit of resistance here surrounding with this person kind of with the whole progressing and moving it forward. Okay? But it's certainly something that their intuition is guiding them towards. Now, if they would only listen, if they would only listen. I feel like this person, when they think about, where this connection is headed, that they see the two of you together, like not being without you. Not, how do I want to say that? Like they envision their life not being without you. Like you're in it, right? You are a part of their life. Like they don't want to let go of what you guys have. But again, I also feel like there's some difficulties here with, or internal conflict this person is struggling with the whole making things change. Now, just like I told the other groups, this is just kind of where this person is at right now. This person can certainly change with their energy in the future and with where their mindset is at. And, people's feelings change, grow, evolve. So don't, really take this as the be-all, end-all type of thing. Okay. We also have Pisces energy here, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So let's now ask Spirit here, will they take it to the next level? Do they have plans to? Will they take this connection to the next level? Do they have plans to with group 3? We have the 8 of Pentacles. Will they take it to the next level? Do they have plans to? The 9 of Swords. The 8 of Cups. The 3 of Wands. The 4 of Wands. I feel like this person feels so torn here. 10 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. person has some insecurities here. Three of Swords. Let me cover that a little bit. Three of Swords. I feel like this person, like I keep saying in this reading, the same message keeps coming up, that this person does have that thought in their mind about taking this to the next level, okay? It's here. Of course, it will be up to this person, right, to take that action. But it is something this person very much thinks about. And I feel like a lot of this revolves around this person's ability to be able to overcome their fears and overthinking about it. Now, they could be a person with the Eight of Cups. Like I said, maybe some of you are taking a break from each other right now. Or, you know, the person might appear a little bit withdrawn from you, acting different, or just feeling a little bit emotionally withdrawn, you know, as they're taking some time to really think about things. But I certainly feel like this person could overcome, okay, the fears that they do have here, and to find their inner strength and confidence to be able to move it to the next level, because I do feel like they see it, they envision it. And it is something that I feel like this person feels within their heart of something that they want to do, that they have a desire to do. There's a lot of contemplation around it, you know, taking things to that next level. We also have Leo energy here. And again, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so last thing we're going to do here is to ask Spirit what your advice is or guidance, if you feel that you need it. If you don't, then you certainly don't have to listen to it. You can, as I told the other piles, you know, you really have to listen to what your own inner voice is saying to you, okay? Your own intuition is going to tell you what is best. So what is your advice and your guidance with this connection? We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay. So what I feel like Spirit is saying to you here as your advice, group 3, is to try to let go, and I know it's hard, but try to let go of the overthinking and overanalyzing and stressing yourself out about what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen, when is it going to happen, how is it going to happen. Focus more so on, and if you look at these two skeletons here, they're kind of like eye to eye. Focus more so on dedicating and committing your time to being fully present, okay, in the here and now with your person, towards building and strengthening that bond on a deeper level of the heart, okay? Because since you are, right, in either a friends with benefits or situationship, you want to work towards building that bond at the level of the heart, not just so much at the level of physical intimacy, right? We want to strengthen it in terms of we are meeting each other at the level of the heart, and we're introducing or building upon feelings, emotions, and deeper and deepening connection between you and the person, okay? The Sun is also an energy of optimism, of confidence, of life force and vitality. So this is also about you embodying this beautiful, radiant energy of the sun, which means that you are balanced, you're grounded, you're confident, you're glowing and radiating your light from the inside out in a way, it kind of draws this person in because of where your energy is at, right? So it's kind of like you're doing what you can with your own healing, with your own not creating, say, like stress or pressure or ultimatums, that you're more or less just kind of showing this person, right? If we're wanting to really catch this person's heart or to trap them, just kidding, but to kind of draw them towards you, right? When you kind of can become magnetic and glowing and attractive and radiant, and you're just giving off these beautiful vibes and energy, it's kind of like that people are drawn to you, right? So I feel like focus more so on working towards stabilizing the bond that you do have with this person, okay? And being that these two skeletons are like, they're eye to eye here. So maybe that means when you're with your person, maybe engaging in more soulful gazing, glancing, you know, when you talk to them, looking deep within their eyes and just kind of making that eye contact with the person. You know, it might be something that really, like, where you're speaking from the heart, right? And you're really talking to this person. You're not turning away. You're not putting your head down. You're confident and you're smiling. You're radiant and you're just kind of showing this person, like, I'm here right now with you, you know? Yeah, really building. Because the Eight of Pentacles is about putting in dedicated effort, work, commitment, right? You can be showing this person like, hey, I'm willing to put in the time here, the energy to, you know, allow this connection to progress further. Okay. Let's pull some additional oracle cards here. So any other advice or guidance? We have reflecting. It's time to remember the past and bring that wisdom forward to assist you now. We have clever moves. You need to be diplomatic and find discreet ways to navigate, right? So perhaps this is you. I don't know if I want to say being manipulative, but, you know, foxes are very clever, strategic, okay? So perhaps thinking about what's worked in the past, what hasn't worked in the past. Messenger, the news and answers you are waiting for are on the way. We have Keystone. There is one last piece to put into place. You have the power to bring things together. Wow, that's a good message. Also, find the exit. You are wrapping up this chapter of your life. It's time to move on gracefully now. Interesting, because these are like two very different energies. You are wrapping up this chapter of your life. It's time to move on gracefully now. And there is one last piece to put into place. You have the power to bring things together. I will say this, because there's to me, there are two very different energies here. Like, you know, I mean, this is a general reading. So some of you might be at the place where you're having a feeling intuitively, it's time to move on, okay? And if you are, then I will say this is your confirmation to do so if that is what your intuition is saying, okay? That's your confirmation. Now, for those of you where your intuition is saying just a little more, I feel like this is your confirmation with that. Okay? But some of you may genuinely be having, you know, that feeling of like, okay, no, I'm done here. I've already waited for this person 3 years and nothing's changed. Okay. So ultimately, like I said earlier, it is up to you. Okay, up to you. And at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing into the woods. And it says, things may seem scary at the moment, but your path is clear and your angels are near. Okay, so especially for those of you where you're like, okay, I don't know where this connection is going with this person. This is trusting that you do and are receiving guidance along the way, wherever that path is taking you, either continuing on with this person or to finding the exit door of that chapter of your life and this season being over with this person and starting new, if that is what you truly feel guided to, right? And with the messenger being here, this says the news and answers you are waiting for are on the way. So if you've been asking spirit like, hey, please show me some messages here to help me to get clear on what I should do, this is spirit saying the answers that you're seeking are going to come to you. You know, they may come through your dream state, they might come through a daydream, they might come through a sign, a synchronicity. Pay attention, right? To what messages you receive, and also be open and aware to your surroundings, because sometimes the universe will communicate with us through, you know, a song, or overhearing strangers passing by talking about something, or sometimes it could be a billboard, a bumper sticker that we see on a car. It could be nature, right? It could be a spirit animal that we keep seeing that is giving us some kind of message there. Okay? All right, so that is all that I have for you, Group 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.